The three document organizing principles in FormBoxx can be used in concert to find and describe the paper assets. In this tutorial, we will explore how text searching of content can enhance the indexing automatically achieved by clustering, as well as rapidly find and capture data of interest. One useful FormBoxx approach is to find documents using text search and then to expand a specific cluster to extract relevant regions of data using boxing. The first steps in this approach are particularly useful for accurate indexing of documents and naming of those documents. Additionally, it is a quick and powerful way to perform or analyze quality in data entry, such as making sure all the forms requiring signatures are signed. Ultimately, this text search with clustering paradigm can help in rapidly identifying regions to box, speeding data extraction. We'll explore, discover, and document the forms in FormBoxx using the text search capability. We'll go into our healthcare forms using our cluster sandbox. And we'll go into the search text area directly from the home page or from the Explore dropdown. This brings us to our search page, which has a text query box where you enter the string that you would like to search for. And FormBoxx will search across all of your documents regardless of what directory they're in. So in this case, we'll use the string typhoid. You can find more information about the text query capabilities using the I button. By clicking on search, it rapidly retrieves all of the forms with the string typhoid in it. And you can see that there's a single cluster 19 that contains all the forms, despite the fact that they're across 4 different patients. By going to the view, you bring up the document for that particular form, and it shows the search string highlighted in red. Now you'll notice a couple of the things on this page. It identifies the folder where the document came from, what cluster it belongs to, and you can also download directly. So let's go to the cluster 19. From this you can see that we've already defined a number of boxes in the cluster 19 page, and they're already listed. In addition, you'll see that there are 4 examples in cluster 19. By clicking on one of the already defined boxes, you can see where on the page that definition is held. But note that the checkboxes are not checked, so when we actually go to view elements, checkboxes without a check do not show up. So let's go ahead and define our typhoid input area. All we do is draw the box, and we can go in and we can change the name if we'd like. Since we know this happens to be the date, we'll go ahead and say that it's a date. And then we can very quickly just click on View Elements, and that goes through the corpus and pulls out all of the elements from our documents that have that particular box in them. Now, a couple of things. You'll notice that the OCR did not work perfectly because some of the ones particularly are right up against the line. And so all we have to do here is go in and do some slight adjustment in real time on our box definition. We also would like to get rid of the date text, so we get rid of that by sliding it down and then moving the box over. And this gives FormBoxx a little more room to play with. And because of that, it actually knows that it can get rid of that long line and individually pull out the correct text elements. We can toggle the images, which then leaves us a very nice beginning to a spreadsheet that has the OCR data directly in it. Now, if we happen to want some of the other elements or boxes that were already defined, all we need to do is check on those predefined ones, and you can see that those come up, and they are associated again with a particular form from a different patient. We can go in, and if we wanted to, we could change this to typhoid, and then we could save it. And then it would show up just like the previous ones as elements that were already defined.